I've taught to the public for 10 years before taking a pause to reflect on and research what yoga means to me and what it needed to become in order for me to continue sharing it with the world. In 2020, I started calling my work trauma cooperative yoga. Now, with my latest public resource available, Trauma Resolution, the book, I'm ready to be your guide on this journey.
All life is sacred, so love the ones you're with, 'cause all of it can be taken as fast as it's given. Offer up your love, always be grateful. Every breath is a gift, fill up your soul with bliss. Everybody needs some loving, everybody loves a gift, so when you find your own, oh, give it, keep giving, yeah.
I'm aware of some banter that's been going on and you guys checking in, and one commentary was just about there being a lot of use of the word energy. And so I'm wondering what that word brings up for you. Yes, what is it? Does it feel airy-fairy, hippity-dippity, or what is there what's the feeling, what's the thought?
So you can associate the word energy with lots of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a high energy day, I had a low energy day.
Yeah.
For me, I think the energy that I'm experiencing now is positive energy.
Yeah. So you're aware that there's different qualities of energy.
Right.
And that when I refer to energy, it's about what we're aware of in our environment. It's also about the production of our own and sensing below the surface of skin level into ourselves. What does our energy of our body hold for us? What is the energy of our body asking for us to sense more or less of without conscious interruption from the mind? So the frontal lobe comes on and might have a judgment about how we feel in a certain yoga posture on the mat, and it might interrupt the sensing of the sensations within us.
Okay.
And TCY is all about learning to sense rather than avoid, to connect, to replace our sense of avoidance with ourselves and our own energies and start to connect more deeply with ourselves. So yoga is a very physical thing, especially when we're unfamiliar with some of the postures. We start to think about the physicality is a high point for us because we want to do it right or perfect. So in TCY, we're really learning to listen to our inner guidance system, our inner drives, and in that said, use our body as an anchor to settle more deeply into our truth in that matter. Our truth pertains to our mental mind, our mental state, our emotional self, our emotional drive, our emotional fears. That's what the anchor is that the body becomes a space where if I'm standing here in front of you and I notice that, and it's nothing, that's the challenging part, is that although a lot of people like to think that we can read someone just off of their body alone, body language, how someone is standing, the truth is that internally, that's the real access of reality. So our reality is going to stem from how we perceive ourselves internally. And that's not just feelings, airy-fairy or psychological feelings. What we're getting turned on to is the sensations within us. So right now, when we start our class, we're going to hear in TCY about the energy at times, because I'm asking you to reference at skin level or below. The whole point is that we have control over our own domain, our own space. This is our space on our mats, and we get to choose when we shift on from a posture, when we choose to abstain from a posture, when we want to do a repetition of something, when we want to have no repetition and be still within the posture. This is essential to choose, because if we constantly are being guided by someone else in how to do XYZ, we're getting some muscle tone potentially built, but it's not built around our inner structures of what we need in that moment. And that, this strength of definition, the definition of strength, pardon me, is not stagnant. It's more about being able to come within ourselves and choose how we want to demonstrate our strength. So, you know, when you go on a hike and you have to demonstrate strength by slowing down, because now gravity's pulling you down. So, okay, I'm gonna get up this hill. And then when we're looking at a strong slope downward, new strength is slowing down, because now we're resisting what's happening. So we don't want to say, Joe knows everything. I'm gonna do everything Joe says. That's the last thing we wanna say. We wanna think about, what do I know based off of my inner landscape, or my inner scape, as I like to call it. What do I know about my truth right now? So if I'm standing here and I'm in this posture, what I know about me is that I feel a lot of energy, sensation, whether it's warmth or it is like a tingling or warmth. I feel a lot in here. I'm very connected. I can feel a lot in my arms right now. There is a slight disconnect right here. I feel strong. I feel a stagnant kind of strong. I feel that kind of strength that could easily lift, could easily go to the gym and do those leg lifts and check out. I don't feel the kind of strength right now that allows me to, and I can build it. That's the great part right now. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to come down. Okay, I'm down. I still feel a little more strength in my legs right now. It's more dynamic. I know I can't straighten my leg all the way to the point where it's locked. That's stagnant strength. I want to work in my muscle. I want to softly bend my back leg. I want to feel my muscles navigating space here. We all know this feeling where we're here, someone tells us, all right, come down and do some leg lifts. All right, we can do this. This is a kind of a stagnant strength, because we're not building the dynamism, the dynamic strength, because we're not slow enough to choose how we're going to build that strength. We need to slow down long enough to get into the subtleties, the nuances of the whole leg, the inner thigh. I'm going to tell you my experience. You're going to hear me say again, I am. You might, I am. I am engaging. The first I am is I am engaging my presence. I am. I'm engaging myself. I'm making my declarative statement, not just to be heard, but to actually claim, this is me right now. I am. That's it, truth. So we're going to engage our truth. Now, you might choose Or you might stand wider. So let's all get up for a second. Okay.